Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! No. 319! 54! Right, 54! You gon' see me in your nightmare, son! You gon' see me in your nightmare! Back!
Rodgers now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Walker, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Go. 5. on the ball.
They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Look at me, zipper.
Banjo.
Hey, seam 6. Get it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Right there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Trip. You got trip. You got 3. Hey, 626.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 44, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Mike spot 4. Here I come. Hey, watch that. Hey, lock it. Mike 54. Hey, Echo. Out.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On the set. Deep dribble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they... Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some... really high percentage throws early, to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, Zoo. Charlie, 64, weak. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's got recon, 132 fighter, get it.
On 1st down, Walker. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them.
And it's a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
3 down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now up to 14. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. They'll run on 1st down. It's Green, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11. At their 40-yard line.
Let's get it. 55's my guy, 55. Easy.
On second down now, it's Armstrong, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Hey, come on now, come on now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Cut his left.
They'll try the left side. It's Walker. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Ready? 44, Mike, 40. All day. Go.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check. Go. Slam. Topper. Go. 44's the Mike. Come on, D.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Green. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. On 1st down, it's Green, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, D. Hey, protein spill. It's just me and you. Hey, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Hey, wahoo! 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Watch the slant. Greystone travel. Watch the shit. Now.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Past the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point try by Bailey. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Packers 14. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hatchet. 26. Bravo.
31's the mic.
All day, dog.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the 27, Rodgers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Inside.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, it's Walker. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
We go! 50, plant. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be taken at the 13.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. On third down, Green. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And a loose football. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
31's the mic. Watch.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Rodgers throwing right, and that's complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers get a score closer. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will get him one closer. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivation.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And an alley to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 32-yard line. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Again, it's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Okay, ready? Smooth. Hey, Jet.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll run it with Jones. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jump out! Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd down now. It's Armstrong, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong, and some space here. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
8-3. Single. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Hey, box truck, box truck. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Step.
They'll set up a throw, letting one go deep for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. You've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The end result, 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
44, Mike, 44.
Looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.